Welcome to the deep dive. Now, if you're hearing this right now, it means you're already registered, which is great. And that means in just a few hours, you'll be heading into the Niagara Region Business Connections Meetup.
That's right.
So our mission today, it's pretty simple, really. We want to give you the, let's call it the last-minute insider's guide, just some strategic intel to help you make the most of tonight. Turn it into some real opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. And look, we pulled all this together from a really insightful chat we had recently with Jason Kipfer. He's the founder and chair of the Locally Connected Community Hub, and also with the Niagara co-chairs, Richard Reist and Kathleen Taylor. So this isn't just your standard, list of times and places. It's more like a playbook for the night.
Okay, perfect. So let's nail down those basics first, just to make sure everyone's clear. Tonight, Wednesday, October 8th, 2025.
Yep.
We are at the DQ Falls Brewing Company. That's in St. Catharines. Official time is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Right.
But here's that little bit of insider info we picked up. That 9 p.m., that's just the official end time.
Apparently, based on how these things go in other chapters, the real networking, the best connections, they often happen after 9.
Oh, yeah.
It really just depends on the vibe, the energy in the rooms. Sometimes it goes right until the venue kicks everyone out. So maybe don't plan on ducking out right at 9.
Definitely plan for a full evening if you can. And, to really get why tonight's valuable, it helps to zoom out a bit.
Okay.
You're joining the Niagara Region chapter tonight, which is fantastic, but it's actually one part of a much bigger picture. It's one of 7 chapters that make up the whole locally connected community hub.
7 chapters, wow.
Yeah, and knowing that context, it actually matters quite a bit for you tonight.
I thought the origin story was kind of cool, too. It wasn't some, big corporate launch or anything.
Not at all, no. It started almost 9 years back now, January 2017, and it came from something super simple. Just a Facebook post Jason put up.
Just a Facebook post. Yeah, the whole idea was basically, hey, let's get some neighbors together at a pub. This was in Waterloo. And that really organic community-first start, that tells you a lot about the culture you'll experience tonight.
Right, it sets the tone. And they've grown quite a bit since then. What's the strategic angle there for someone attending tonight?
Oh, massively. So today, the hub includes 7 active chapters. You got Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, Gulf, Woolwich Township, Stratford and area, and now, of course, Niagara.
Okay.
And altogether, that's over 2,500 people involved. So the takeaway for you is you're not just connecting with people in St. Catharines tonight. You're potentially tapping into this, warm network of 2,500 folks across southwestern Ontario.
That's a significant network.
It is.
Yeah.
And the core mission hasn't really changed. It's still about being a catalyst for community development, trying to make these places, more inclusive, safer, more welcoming.
Okay, so if the mission is community first, that probably explains the kind of people you might meet tonight. It's not just, say, the typical business crowd.
Exactly. Jason really emphasized the diversity. Yes, you'll meet entrepreneurs, definitely. But you'll also likely run into stay-at-home parents, retirees, young professionals just starting out.
Interesting mix.
Yeah. So if you feel like your current network is maybe a bit narrow, maybe just people in your industry, tonight's a real chance to connect with multi-generational community anchors, people outside your usual professional circle. And that can be a huge strategic plus.
That actually leads us nicely into talking about the hosts for tonight, the DQ Falls Brewing Company.
Good transition.
Yeah, because when you look at what they're up, you can kind of see why they'd be a good fit for this kind of event.
Totally. Their story, it seems really rooted in, deep local pride. It was started by 4 friends.
Right.
And they were all apparently really passionate about their families, about St. Catharines itself, and Niagara history.
Yeah, they talk about their mission being about providing true craft beer, right? But specifically beer that helps people in making moments into memories, whether you're out for a nice dinner or just, watching the game. That focus on shared experience, genuine moments, it really mirrors what the hub is trying to do with connection.
And they weave the local story right into their beers, too. They started back in 2017, and that signature beer, the Morningstar Cream Ale, got pretty well known.
I think I've seen that one.
Probably. And since they opened the tap room, which was August 2022, they've added more staple beers. Plus, they always have rotating taps. Seems like they're always trying to celebrate local heritage somehow.
And their values, I noticed this, their 4 stated values are support our community, foster relationships, celebrate diversity, and encourage entrepreneurship.
Wow, that's...
It's almost identical to the hub's goals, right?
It really is.
They're very upfront about wanting to contribute through their business and just being good citizens. So yeah, perfect backdrop for tonight.
Okay, before we get into the nitty-gritty networking strategies, we absolutely have to give a shout out to the sponsor for tonight's happy hour meetup.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
That's Kelly Soriol, who's a mortgage agent level 1 with Mission 35 Mortgages. Big thanks to them for their support.
And their story, the company's story, is actually a really good example of finding that personal narrative to connect with people, which is kind of what tonight's about, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole company, Mission 35, it basically grew out of a personal goal.
Hmm.
The founder, Brian, was inspired by his dad, apparently, and set this goal to be totally mortgage-free himself by the time he turned 35.
Okay, hence the 35.
Exactly. But achieving that goal wasn't the end point for him. It was the spark, the genesis, for a business focused on helping other Canadians try and achieve that same kind of, financial freedom.
That immediately frames them differently, doesn't it? More like advisors than just lenders.
It's clearly the vibe they're going for. They talk about a people-first philosophy, helping Canadians build wealth.
Hmm.
They're known for being fast, apparently getting approvals quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But they really stress giving honest advice, not just treating clients like a number. They seem to blend, the modern tech for speed with that more old-fashioned sit-down conversation people actually want for big financial stuff.
They're not lacking in ambition either. We saw their mission statement is to become the leader in mortgages at a worldwide level.
Yeah, that's aiming high, especially for a local sponsor.
It is.
It is ambitious, and actually, it raises an interesting strategic point you could potentially bring up tonight if you meet Kelly.
Like what?
Well, you could ask, maybe politely, how do you balance that worldwide ambition with maintaining the really personal, people-first service you're known for locally? It shows you've paid attention, done a little homework.
That's a good angle. Okay, right. Let's shift gears then. This is probably the most crucial part for you listening right now since you're registered. We've talked about the what and the who. Now let's get into the how.
The practical stuff.
Exactly. This is the Mastering the Meetup section, straight from Jason, Richard, and Kathleen.
Okay, first things first.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe check.
Hmm.
Dress code. It's strictly business casual.
Right.
So leave the full suit, the tie, leave it all at home. They want people to feel relaxed, approachable, not like you just sprinted over from a formal board meeting.
Good tip. Now, the really big one, the rule that sort of defines the whole culture of these hub meetups, no hard selling.
Yeah, Jason was super clear on this.
Emphatic, yeah. Avoid those aggressive sales pitches. Don't try to close deals on the spot. Don't just talk about yourself constantly. The real currency tonight is building relationships. Transactions might come later, but tonight's about connection first.
Okay, but that raises a practical point. What if you get hit with an aggressive pitch? It happens sometimes, right? Did Jason offer any advice on how to, politely sidestep that?
That's a great question. Yes, they did mention that. Their advice is basically to stay in control of the conversation's direction. So if someone starts pitching hard, you acknowledge their enthusiasm, wow, it sounds like you're really passionate about that, but then immediately pivot. See something like, that's really interesting. Actually, one of my goals tonight is to meet 5 new people from totally different industries. Who else here do you think I should absolutely chat with?
Nice. That's a smooth deflection.
Yeah, it sets a boundary politely without shutting them down completely.
Good tip. And related to that is the business card thing. Don't just hand them out like flyers.
Right. Exchange cards respectfully, and only when it actually makes sense in the flow of conversation. Like, if you've genuinely found a reason to follow up or identified a mutual interest, not just as an opening move.
Makes sense. And remember that diversity point we talked about earlier.
Hmm.
Richard and Kathleen really stressed being inclusive. Don't just cluster with people you already know or people who look like you. Make an effort to seek out folks you would normally talk to. Be open to different viewpoints and, physically move around the room. The aim is a positive experience for everyone.
And a really simple but super important point, support the venue.
Oh, definitely.
We're guests at DQ Falls Brewing, so please buy a drink, maybe grab an appetizer, show some appreciation for them hosting us.
Yeah, just good etiquette.
And absolutely, 100%, make sure you settle your tab before you leave. And please, tip the waitstaff. They're working hard to make sure we have a good time. They're crucial partners.
Crucial. 2 last little tips from the co-chairs.
Go for it.
First, just be mindful of people's time. Read the room. If someone seems ready to move on to another conversation, let them go gracefully. Don't monopolize anyone.
A good one.
And second,
Second, if you happen to win one of the door prizes, if they draw your card, please just choose one prize. They want to spread the love, ensure fair play for everyone in that big 2,500 person network.
Right. Keeps it fun for everybody.
And one more thing on the practical side. If tonight really resonates with you, if you like the vibe and want to get more involved,
Yeah. Remember the co-chairs, Richard Reist and Kathleen Taylor. They are actively looking for more volunteers for the Niagara Chapters Committee right now. So if you're interested in helping build this locally, find them tonight and introduce yourself. Let them know you're keen.
great opportunity. Okay, so we've talked a lot about how to maximize tonight, but connection shouldn't just be a one-night thing, right?
No, absolutely not.
Jason really emphasized keeping the momentum going after the event, and the Locally Connected Community Hub actually has tools to help with that for the long game.
They really do. The biggest one probably is their digital tool,
Yeah.
the Connects SWO app. It launched back on Canada Day.
Connect SWO.
Yeah.
Got it.
Think of it as South and Southwestern Ontario's biggest free shop local business directory. It's for everyone, consumers, businesses, communities. You should honestly head over to locallyconnected.ca, like maybe tomorrow, and download it. It's a free resource for navigating the regional business scene.
That sounds incredibly useful, especially for following up with people you meet. Now, looking ahead a bit, tell us about this 12 Days of Christmas thing. That sounds like a pretty big marketing opportunity.
It is, yeah. It's their Shop Local Edition initiative. The goal is to feature 72 local businesses. That's 12 from each of the 6 chapter areas they had at the time, might be more now with Niagara.
Okay.
Each featured business gets to put out a special, one-day-only, really attractive offer during the holiday season. So if you want your business showcased to this huge network during peak shopping time,
How do you get involved?
you need to reach out. Either talk to the chapter volunteers tonight, Richard or Kathleen, or just send an email to info@locallyconnected.ca. Let them know you're interested in being one of the featured businesses.
Good to know. And they also want to help promote stuff businesses are already doing, right?
Exactly. Jason mentioned if your business already has, say, a loyalty rewards program or maybe your own mobile app, the Community Hub is interested in helping promote that. They can feature exclusive offers or discounts from your existing programs in their newsletter.
So they're boosting, not replacing.
Right. They want to amplify what you've got going on. And finally, don't forget Jason Kipfer himself.
The founder?
Yeah. He's apparently available for consultations. So if you're scratching your head trying to figure out creative ways to showcase your business within this hub community, specifically to drive new business, keep your brand visible, he encourages people to reach out to him directly. He apparently loves brainstorming those kinds of unique strategies.
Okay, wow. So this deep dive should have really armed you now. You've got the strategic context, the lowdown on the venue and sponsor, and crucially, those actionable etiquette tips for tonight.
You're ready.
You are ready. Get set for a really high-energy evening, some excellent craft beer courtesy of DQ Falls Brewing Company, and hopefully some even better connections.
Just remember the mindset. Go in looking to invest in the community, contribute value first, not just to sell. The relationships, the opportunities, they'll naturally follow from that.
That actually tees up our final provocative thought perfectly. It ties right into the hub's whole vision, building inclusive, safe, welcoming communities. So beyond just swapping some business cards tonight, maybe making a few contacts, ask yourself this question as you leave. How could your commitment, starting this week, to genuinely support just one new local business you met tonight? How could that fundamentally change the economic landscape of the Niagara region by this time next year?
It's a powerful thought. Every local business really is an anchor for the community.
Absolutely. We're excited to see the connections you forged tonight at the meetup at DQ Falls Brewing Company in St. Catharines. Go connect.